message. Okay. Okay. All right, perfect. Hey y'all, I'm back. I got another message. Okay. That's it. All right, perfect. Alrighty. I have another message. I'm gonna see if I can come on tonight. Hey Ben. Hello. Hey, hey, hey. Hey y'all. Yes, ma'am. What up, Meek? Hey, Christopher. All right. Hey, Galaxy. Hey, Shine Project. Hey, Mimi. All right, let's get into this additional live. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afrozine, and today I'm reading for the Beautiful Handsome Collective. Hello, Collective. How you doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. Oops. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me or to shop in my store, all that information is in the description box below, okay? All right, so before I get into the read, don't forget to grab your copy here of this book. All right, I have been posting it, so I did post the link a little bit earlier. Definitely check it out. It's called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. I created this book to help the collective to heal from narcissistic abuse, okay? There are many forms of it, many aspects of it, and this is why this book was created here. So it's basically like a shadow book surrounding how to heal from narcissistic abuse, and this book is readily available for purchase on Amazon.com. All right, thank you so much for your immense support. Let's get into this additional read here. Channel message is they don't know how you're coming and that scares them. Okay, I'm going to repeat it again. They don't know how you're coming and that scares them. So they're in a delusional state, and I'm going to break down delusion from the etymology point of view here, and it's all going to make sense, of course. So as I was sitting in quiet time, my spirit was I was laughing with my spirit here, and I noticed that they don't know how you're coming, and it really bothers them, which is fine here. And the reason why they are afraid here is because they don't know like when you're going to like attack them. Like they're feeling like there's some form of like a physical attack or more so a spiritual attack. And more so a spiritual attack here because they have been attacked by your actual spirit guide or your spirit team here. And I strongly feel like they feel like that you had something to do with it. Let me break that down a bit. Some of you guys are not the type that want to be arguing and fighting and tussling all the time. And this is why your actual your ancestors or your spirit guides or just your spirit team in general will tend to kind of like step in and kind of take over the show here, because again, some of you guys just don't have time for that foolishness here. But they think that you physically are doing something here that is putting them in this relentless space of not being able to kind of like hold their head above the water here. So they're really drowning in their emotions now. They're drowning in their physical you know, things are breaking down physically for them here, and they're trying to get out of this whole situation. So they're more in the space of delusion, which the etymology of that word delusion is the act of misleading someone, deception, or deceit. This is, as I mentioned to you guys before, time after time in my reads here, that normally when a narcissistic person realizes that you're onto them, one of the main things or factors or words that they normally would say is that the collective is delusional here. But yet again, the etymology of the word delusion is the act of misleading someone, deception or deceit. You're not delusional because you're not tending to or wanting to mislead anyone. You're not wanting to deceive anyone or put anyone into deception here. So they're in this delusion state here because they feel like that you're going to get them before they can get you. And again, that was never the whole the whole thing about this whole situation. You were never out to get them, but because they have went through a lot of traumatic experiences, through whatever experience that they went through here, this is how they perceive life, or this is how life has been set up for them here. So and another thing I mentioned in another thing that I saw in my quiet space was that my spirit was telling me, don't they love illusions? What's the issue? You know what I mean? They're the one that loves to cast delusions and illusions onto other people, but the moment that is kind of like flung back into their backyard here, they're not able to understand, or they're not able to comprehend in regards to what they have thrown out towards you guys, the collective here. They strongly feel that you're very mysterious for them, or too mysterious for them, which makes them very nervous, which is why they keep saying that you are coming off as very delusional, or that you're delusional here, because you refuse to kind of fall into their black hole of lies, or like we'll say playbook of lies, or the game of lies here, okay? So because they're getting a really nice taste from your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit team, etc here, it has put them in a delirious state or a delusional state here. And they're trying to figure out, like, what are you saying or what are you doing that's causing them to go through this, we'll just say really traumatic, because it's very traumatic to go through karma. I'm gonna be honest with you. First off, specifically, if you weren't aware that you were going through karma, but you know you're just going through a lot of different types of scenarios or experiences here, and you're trying to figure out why you can't catch a break in this way. Well, the reason why you weren't able to catch a break when you were going through what you were going through here is because they were actually orchestrating it. So they wanted you to be put in a space of delusion here. They wanted you to feel like the things that you were feeling or seeing wasn't the truth here, and they wanted to kind of keep you in that state. This is where the gaslighting would have came in here, is that when you would say, hey, somebody doing something over me, or somebody's praying, praying badly over me, or someone is doing something negatively over me, then they're quick to come in and they'll try to gaslight you here and say, oh no, that's not true, you don't know what you're talking about, you're delusional. But yet again, the etymology of the word delusion is the act of misleading someone. And when you're in a when someone is in a delusional state here, let me think about that for a moment. When someone is in a delusional state, act of misleading someone. Okay, it's like they wanted you to feed into their illusions here, which is why they projected that foolishness onto you here. Okay. Trickster came out again, but yet again, they love the illusion. So if they love illusions and they love delusions, why aren't they able to stand in what they created or what they love? They love to always sidetrack other people. They love to do things behind other people's back here. Well, why is it that they can't stand in their delusion or illusion of things that they keep creating for themselves? They're the real trickster here. And the moment that you place the mirror in front of them to see here, they can't handle their own trickster ways. Isn't that something? They can't handle the tricks that they created for self. Every time they look in the mirror, or they get an opportunity or chance to look in the mirror here, the sight that they've seen is very ugly for them to see, to comprehend, or to grasp here. And because of what they're seeing in the mirror is not what they really want to see, because it seems like every time they attempt to look in the mirror, and their mirror is also delusional as well too, their mirror is a form of illusion, if that makes sense. They have a false reality as to how they want people to perceive them in the world here. And the moment that their mirror finally is wiped clean here, and they finally seeing it for what it truly is, they can't deal with it. So time's ticking. Okay. The trickster's time is ticking, or maybe the time has ticked already. Their tick has talked, if that makes sense. Their tick has talked. They have no more talk left. Oh Oh man, that's funny. They're so wrapped up in their delusion that they think it's real. And the moment that you burst their bubble to let them know that, hey, the things that you are doing, the things that you are saying is not real, here they're crashing out. Yeah. So it's like, wait, I'm the trickster spirit? And I'm talking about the karmic, okay? This is from their perspective here. Oh, I'm the trickster spirit? No, I'm not the trickster spirit. The collector's the trickster spirit. No, the collector's the one that's delusional. And you're not any of these things here. And that's what they can't grasp. Wow. Someone's name is Percy or Percival. Someone's name is Lene. Lene? Renee? I'm also hearing the name Cyborg. So take that how that resonates, okay? The year of the cyborg? Okay. I mean, I can look at it from this perspective when it comes to a cyborg. Cyborgs are, from the movie perspective, from what I've seen from movies, is that cyborgs are controlled, or they have some form of, like, they have to report to something or someone, right? Like a handler. That makes sense? I kind of feel like this is what they feel. They feel very mechanical. They feel like all of their parts are breaking down. They don't feel like they can do this anymore. Because you're not buckling down for the gossip. You're not buckling down from people watching you. You're not buckling down at all. And it's like, well, what else can I do, or what else can they do to get towards you here? And there's really nothing here. This is why the time has ended. So it's kind of like a my turn. You've completely exhausted this person. This person has been running laps around you, and you just walking la-di-da, just so gracefully. You just walking la-di-da. And the moment that you just kept walking here and they keep running circles around you, it's like, okay, you ain't tired yet, but they're very tired. They're actually lethargic. Someone can't hold water down, or someone's having a hard time keeping water down. Someone could be spitting up a lot or vomiting a lot. They could be vomiting like, you know, you ever been in a space when you were so sick, you threw up everything, but yet you continue to throw up and there's nothing but like the bile or like the linings of your stomach here. Like, I feel like this person's at this stage here. The eyes are like really big. They're like sweaty. It's just really odd. There's someone, so there's a family member here that is trying to come to the aid of this person because they realize that something is off with this person here, and they're trying to kind of keep that under wraps. They won't be able to keep that under wraps though, because it's like I said, everything is going viral, or more so everything is going to be out in the open. I feel like they feel that we'll just say it like this, they feel like that their karma should be in the form of a privacy, if that makes sense. Or they feel like that the things that they're going through should be private, and that no one else should be aware in regards to what they're doing. Wrong. They don't get that say. No, they don't get that say at all here. I'm also hearing someone saying, what did you do? Like, what did you do? But not in a real calm way. It's like, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh my God, we got to fix this. And it's like someone is like taking this person to like a ravine or a river, some form of like a bush something. Could be like a bush doctor. Take that how that resonates, please. It ain't going to resonate for everybody, okay? They're really trying to like sweat out this person's, we'll say like demons or like a darker energies that are attached or connected to them, or more so entities that are attached to them, because this person is just very delirious or in a delirium state here. It's like the trickster that they thought they were is tricking themselves, or they feel like their mind is playing tricks on them. They feel like the words that they're saying is very tricky. They're telling people to just kind of like, you know, lay low, stay quiet, they're on to us in that kind of way. Like really, really, really paranoid. Really paranoid. Really paranoid. Obsessively paranoid. And they keep watching you, or trying to watch you. But the more that they watch you, the more paranoid they become here. Wow. This is some serious stuff. I'm hearing the black mamba. Isn't that a snake? The black mamba. Anywho, we have the high priestess here. We'll just put high priest or high priestess here. You are aware as to what's going on with this person. And they feel like you're doing it. And you're not. You're not doing anything to this person. They really feel like you are doing something to them. They really do. Like they refuse to accept it for what it is in regards to what they've done or pushed out to you here. And this person is highly inebriated or highly susceptible to be digesting things, if you catch my drift. And is creating a form of a mental psychosis here. So his name is Dante or Donovan. Dustin, D-U-S-T-I-N, Dustin. So his name is Diamond. David. So his name is Unique or Naomi. I'm hearing the word consomme. That goes with like tacos. So maybe you were eating tacos recently or you're eating tacos today. Seeing through, seeing something. Yeah, you're able to see through this. Yep. You're able to see through this here. Seeing past the falseness into their delusion is what you're able to see. And it's like, aha, I see you. No, you don't see me. You don't see me. No, you don't see me. You don't see anything. No, that's not right. That's not right. And you being able to see that was this person's worst nightmare. So as I mentioned, there are people out here. I'll just stay from this point of view. There are some narcissists here that are really struggling from mental instability, right? And they don't want you to be aware that they are having a mental instability. So they are, what do you call it? They are a functional person that is able to hide their mental instability here. But it's like you bring out the worst in them because you are the missing piece of the puzzle. The missing piece is the truth of it all, which is what you are doing here or what you are. Yeah, they feel like you did something to them, magician. They feel like you, I don't know if I can say that word, but they feel like you gave them something toxic. They feel like you're very toxic. They feel like your truth is very toxic. And they feel like your truth needs to be stopped. They feel like you need to stop speaking truth because the more and more you speak truth, the more they feel poisoned by this. They feel tied. They feel restricted. The more truth you speak or the more truth you walk in. So they're trying to uproot you from the truth, but they cannot. They cannot uproot you from the truth because you are the truth. You are the epitome of truth, which is why your story is going to be heard by lots and lots and lots of people here. Yes, and actually, Kelly, thank you for saying that. You actually made a great point. Kelly states on TikTok proves to them to be a liar. Absolutely, because yet again, if they weren't lying, why are they going through any of this? Why are they consistently having episodes, back to back to back mental episodes, if what they were saying was the actual truth? So as I mentioned here, guilt will make them tilt. Yes, you bring up another point. So Cassie on TikTok states, how do they know what I say? I stay away from them because they're watching you quietly, closely. And the more you see, yeah, that's the obsession that grows. When someone, again, is guilty of doing something towards another person in a baneful way here, they have to keep a close eye on them to see what they know or what they see or what they saw, or whatever the case may be here. And they got a big dose of their medicine. They kept searching for things that they weren't ready for. They weren't ready for the truth, but yet they were searching for it. Maybe they were searching for the truth so that way they can bury the lies or bury the truth with the lies. Oh yeah, this person talking too much truth, or this person is too truthful, this person is too authentic, this person is this person is that. Well, let me come around and let me douse a little bit of some lies onto their truth here. And the truth is always going to stand the weight of time. Always. That's why you can't erase truth. Now you understand why people do a lot of things when it comes to lies, because the truth is just that. The truth can always stand the grace of time. No matter how long it takes, it's always going to come out. No matter what they try to do to cover the truth, to bury the truth, it's always going to come out. Thank you, Spirit. Fate. Someone's name could be Connie or Candace. Someone's name could be Eileen as well, too. Yes, the light is here. The light of truth. The light. The light of truth is here. They got praying mantis in reverse. Yeah, they're actually praying over this person. They're doing many different things, remedies, spiritual remedies. They're paying, you know, many different people to get this spirit off of this person. And no, this spirit was always within this person, because this person is not a good person. This person was a very negative person here. How else did you think that they were able to attach to this entity or spirit? Because of the foolish things that they were doing. They were very evil-spirited and black-hearted at nature. They did not have a loving heart. They had a very, very, very dark spirit initially. So like attracts like. So that's what they were into. That's what they liked. So that's what they attract, and boom. It was a... Now they want freedom in reverse. It's in reverse. They want freedom. They feel betrayed by you, which is odd. Betrayed is in reverse. And they want to get off of this ledge. They do. See, the saying, what's in the dark will come, whatever's in the dark will always come to light. And they thought it was the opposite. Whatever is in the light, we can bury with the dark. That's how they thought. So that's how they assume things work here. They thought whatever was in the light, meaning you, okay, take that, how that resonates here. They thought that they could suppress it with the darkness here. Well, if all of us, or not all, I'll put it this way, if they all come together and band together and they try to encapsulate you, or more so engorge you in a form of darkness here, that it would have snuffed your light, and it didn't happen in that way. All it did was just agitate the light to surface even more. That's all it did here, or that's what they did here. And they are scared. Yes, 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 yes. They are so afraid. They sure is. They just knew that if they misled you here, that they would have had a one-up on you. They just knew that if they would have misled you here, that it would have put you in a space which you would not have spoke up and out surrounding what they have done. They just knew, and they didn't know anything at all. Someone just got a kitten. Okay, posting things directed towards you instead of coming to you directly here. So someone is having like a crash out. You may get some talk surrounding that. You may get a strong confirmation. Somebody may screenshot what another person is saying about you, but it's more of a delirious state, or their mental space is kind of breaking down, but they're going to spiral out of control in front of everyone to see here. Because they don't know what else to say. They don't know what else to do. Like they just want it to stop. Can this stop? Stop. Spirit team, ancestor, angels, spirit guides, gods and goddesses got your back. I just said your spirit team is on it. Just because you won't fight don't mean your spirit team won't fight for you. Like I said, some of y'all don't even have to lift a finger. Some of you can just cry. And your spirit team hears that cry. Yeah, some of y'all have been crying for quite some time. And your team was like, okay, this, enough is enough. And they sat that ass down. So, Cassie Sassy states on TikTok, they need to focus on themselves. They can't focus on themselves because they're guilty in regards to what they have done towards the collective, which is why they can't focus on themselves, which is why they are always constantly outside of themselves, because they're trying to find the answer outside themselves. And they feel like the answer to all of this here is to keep you quiet or to keep you silent, but that's not working here. So they would never be able to, don't mind my puppy, they would not ever be able to get back to being wholesome or getting back to worrying about themselves here, because the obsession here is literally starting to eat them alive. Imagine someone wants to become so obsessive over you that their own obsession starts to eat them alive. Wow. Literally. They lose energy. They're not taking care of themselves. They're not utilizing their time in the correct way. You know what I mean? They're just wasting their time in many different ways, in many different aspects in that way. If that makes sense. That's normally what obsession do. People become so obsessive with another person, which I don't like that. Please, I don't deal with, I don't like obsession at all. Stay away over there. Just go far away. But anywho, I say all that to say an obsession of a person can really destroy the person that's obsessing that person's life, and they don't even realize it. But because you are so connected to your team here, again, it's eating them from the inside out. Someone's name is Daniel. Yeah, causing you to lose your appetite, or more so them. So they don't have an appetite, as I mentioned. They keep throwing up or vomiting here. They can't eat and they can't sleep because they're in this delusional state, and they're trying to figure out how they can beat you. They do feel like it's like a one-on-one thing, or it's like a war or a battle, and you have to fight them back, and you don't have to do any of those things that they're trying to get you to do here, which is why they keep feeling like that they're going to some way, somehow going to beat you by any means necessary. And the only person they're going to beat is themselves. They're going to really tire themselves out. The last thing that they're losing here is this. That's the last thing. They don't even have control of this, which is why people are stepping in, or family members or people that are around them here that are feeding into their delusion instead of putting them into an actual mental asylum or a mental ward here, or with 302. This person needs to be heavily, severely 302. 302 is a Philly term for being admitted to a mental asylum. That's where they need to be, because they're just doing too much and they're hurting themselves really bad. They're even hurting people around them. The people that surround them is trying to help them, the so-called family or friends or whatever, that still believe that everything is what they're saying is true, and they're realizing that it's not true. So they're trying to kind of keep this hush here, so that way it doesn't make like a bigger stink than it needs to be. And it is, because that person refused to get the help that they know that they need, because again, they think you are doing something to them. Oh, it's the collective's fault. Oh, the collective is this, the collective is, you ain't doing nothing but just la-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. That's all you doing. That's all you doing. That's all you doing, boo, is just being a la-di-da, okay? It's a fake spiritualist here. So take this how it resonates here. If you had someone that may have thought that they were into spirituality, or if they were, you know, tap into their own beat or anything like that, they weren't here. They were putting off a facade that they know what they were speaking about, that they know what they were doing, and they got knocked back. They got knocked back spiritually. That's why I always say, if you want to come over here to spirituality, is not a game. Don't play about spirituality, because remember, spirituality is the path of enlightenment of self. Why would you want to play with self? If that makes sense? Because that's all you have at the end of the day. And if you're constantly feeding yourself, feeding your mind, feeding your body, feeding your spirits, your emotions, etc., with negative things, eventually it's going to show. You know, if that makes sense, don't play with spirituality. I think a lot of people don't realize that. I mean, what it truly means. It's the enlightenment of self. It's the pathway back to self. It's the pathway of being enlightenment to the true authenticity of self, if that makes sense. And some people think it's a facade, or some people think it's like, you know, it's a trending thing here. And when it comes to the spiritual aspect of self, or the enlightenment of self, that would never ever be a trend. So that's just something I just don't take lightly. If that makes sense. If you're gonna be on your path, be serious about your path, because your path is literally truly about you. If that makes sense. But yet again, you got individuals out here, not all of course, but the ones that do this foolishness here, that think that it's okay to be a fake spiritualist here, and they got hemmed up. They got hemmed up in they got hemmed up like a scarecrow in the middle of nowhere. And now they're on display, and they can't handle the fact that they're hemmed up like a scarecrow in the middle of nowhere, and people are just watching them. They can't move, they can't speak, they're stagnant, they're still, they're trying to figure out. It's like the Wizard of Oz with uh the one that didn't have a brain. What's that? Whoa, help me out here, y'all. Hey Patricia, hey Kat, hey Lakeisha. Was it the straw man? I know it was the Tin Man. He didn't have a heart. Someone didn't have a courage, the lion. One of them didn't have a mind. Was it the scarecrow? Yes, it was. Okay. Okay. Duh, girl. Okay, so it was the scarecrow here, all right? And a person who don't have a mind, or don't have a mind of their own here, is more susceptible to fall into some bigger traps, because they're not able to speak, and they're not able to think for themselves in that kind of way. So we'll put the narcissistic person here as a form of that scarecrow here. They try to figure out which way to do things or how to move forward. Yeah. Yeah, so good luck with that. So take a spiritual bath, but that's in reverse. It's bigger than that. You can't take a spiritual bath, cause harm to people, and then think that spiritual bath is going to keep you safe or keep you protected from the thing that you're trying to cause towards other people. Come on, man. Come on, man. You just can't do that. That will just be null and void. It's like you just got into the shower, right? As soon as you go outside, you get dirt, or dirty water just kind of thrown on you. So now you have to go and you have to retake that shower again. You know what I mean? They feel that if they do something, they pray, or they say a verse or a psalm or something like that, and then they go out there and they do their wickedness or their vileness here, that prayer or that psalms or whatever that they say here is going to protect them. Oh man, someone could be watching Sylvester and Tweety, or that could be your favorite show. We have unexplained freak accident is here. Yeah, there's a lot of unexplained freak accidents that they're not able to understand. They can't comprehend it, which is causing the delusional state to be more vast or grand here. It could be an ex-lover. Yeah, path. Wow. Okay, so we have pathway that's closed here. Wow. Okay. So, lover is here, and then we have pathway in reverse. So you have someone that is thinking, you have someone that's in their head here that's trying to get out of the situation, and they don't know how to. Oh well. Someone's name is what's that? Brunson, or Roscoe. Someone's name is Roscoe. Oh shoot! All right, Spirit. Let me be serious. All right, let me be serious. All right, I gotta be serious. Okay. It's so. Ooh, Lord, child. Okay. Ooh. All right. Okay. It is so bad. I'm being serious. It's so bad that this person may ixnay, because they're in their head a lot. Oh wow. Like all they have are negative thoughts, and they're imprisoned within their head, and the community knows that they're in dire need of assistance or help, but they kind of feel like their hands are kind of tied behind their back because this person refused to get the help here, and they're seeing this person like decline rapidly here. They're like in full-blown psychosis. Wow. Yeah, there's a family meeting or emergency family meeting here trying to figure out how to get this person help. Family room. But it's kind of odd. The family put them up to do this, which is, oh, Lord child. The family was the ones that initially put them up to this. And they thought that they would have been able to handle this or to take this. Someone's name is Barry. Brittany, Bernice. Someone could be from Nebraska or Alaska. Maybe you just had some salmon. Some people say salmon, some people say salmon. Take it how it resonates, okay? But with this family room here, there's someone that is really, really, really nervous, or they're going to be reaching out for help. I don't think from you, but they're reaching out for help here because it's bad from all angles. Poverty is here. So poverty of the mind, poverty of the body, poverty of finances, poverty spiritually, poverty psychologically, poverty emotionally. They're impoverished all over. Someone's name is Nakia. Nakia, Nekia, and Akia, or Nakisha, or Nikki. Pendleton. I'm also hearing Pumpernickel. Oh, Lord, child. What's this family? So what's the outcome of this family emergency? Yeah, it's a bad health. Yeah, they know they're in bad health and they're like trying to like push or force this person to get help, but they're fighting them they're fighting them because they keep telling them that the things that they're seeing is true, but it's not true. Yeah, Page of Cups. The obsession, it really destroyed their life. It's in reverse. It really, really, really destroyed their life. Wow. Someone's name is Dennis. Someone could be from Norway also, or is it Oslo? Correct me if I'm wrong. Oslo or Oslo, okay? But I saw Norway. They're really, like in real lifetime, they're really seeing this person deteriorate with the 10 of Cups in reverse. And like family is losing their stuff, or losing sense of security or sense of stability. Like, what do we do? What have we done here? Because they put this person up to do things towards you here, and they're realizing, or they're seeing the effect or the outcome of what is happening with this person here. So it has everybody on edge with the 9 of Swords. I don't know what signs yet. As the signs come along, I will state that, but right now I'm not sure of the signs, okay? So as it come along in the story, and if I say such and such, I'll let you know, okay? Yeah, that's the truth. Yep. Ace of Swords. Yep. They know why this person is going through this. Because they put this person up to come towards you, to do things towards you here. And it's like, what did we do? Where did we go wrong with this? They just wanted this person to stay away from you. However that resonates. Friend, family, ex-spouse, ex-lover, whoever, however it resonates, okay? Family, however. But they wanted a specific person to stay away from you here. And they did everything possible with throwing lies and going on a tangent surrounding lies here. And they never thought it would have affected this person in this way. That's what they are afraid of. Because this person's like far out. Wow. Someone's name is Nate or Nathan. I think I said that. But if not, Nate or Nathan. Did I say Nelson? Nelson. Anthony. Someone's name is Boris. B-O-R-I-S. Boris. Bianca. Someone's name is Quentin. I'm also hearing San Quentin. So his name is Doris with a D. Ephraim, Ephraim. Ephraim is someone's name. Someone's name could be Freddie or Frederick or Fred. Someone's name is Gabe, G-A-B-E, Gabe. Or Gable, G-A-B-L-E. Someone could be from the country Estonia, E-S-T-O-N-I-A, Estonia. Someone's name is Edward or Eddie or Ed. Or it could be Ed, and Eddie you were watching recently. Look, listen, oh Lord, child. It says Justice and Eight of Swords. Someone's eating vanilla wafers, or you love vanilla wafers, and maybe you made like a cake or some kind of like a dessert pie or something surrounding vanilla wafers here. It could be a Libra or it could be a Leo. Okay, however resonates. Sun represents Leo. It could be a father figure here as well too. So far we have Libra and we have Libra and Leo. Someone's name is Gwyneth. Gwyneth, or is it Gwyneth? G-W-I-N-E-T-T. Gwyneth or Gwyneth or Gwen or Gwendolyn. We have Magician here. Wow. Judgment. Wow. Yep, they went down the rabbit hole. This family is in so much regret. They are in so much regret. They never thought it would have turned in this way, but it turned for the worse. Like, all jokes aside. So his name is Michael, Michaela, Mitchell, Miller. Someone's name is Mace, M-A-S-E or M-A-C-E. Mallory, M-A-L-L-O-R-Y or M-A-L-L-E-R-Y, Mallory. Somebody may have just broken a finger or a toe. I'm not sure. I can't differentiate if it's the actual pinky finger or the pinky toe. I'm not able, but I know there's a broken toe. It's either the pinky on the hand or the actual toe. So take that how that resonates, or you may have sprained it. But this looks more like a broken pinky or a broken finger. This family may want to call a truce, but hear me out here. This family wants to call a truce on you, but they're the one that started this foolishness. This family wants to call a truce on you, but the things that they kept saying that they thought was to be truth has turned out to be lies. But yet they want you to meet them halfway to call a truce. What exactly are you calling a truce to if you didn't cause or done anything towards them? Let's make this make sense. Let's make this very clear. A family dynamic wants to come towards you to call a truce, but wouldn't you need two people to be in agreement or in agreement to call a truce? So what exactly would you be agreeing to when you don't need to call truce or to also confirm this truce, if that makes sense? Why would they be coming towards you to ask for a truce when you didn't do anything to them in the first place? You see how if you're able to break things down, you're able to see it from a different way or a different perspective here. For what exactly are they calling this truce for? I'm just going to look up the etymology of the word truce, okay? Hold on. A truce is the etymology of the word truce. Temporary intermission of hostilities mutually agreed upon by commanders of opposing forces. What did you... where is the hostility coming from? From you? Where is the hostility coming from? You weren't hostile in this situation. You didn't create the situation or the environments to be hostile. So yet again, what exactly are they trying to come towards you for, and why are they trying to come towards you for, to call a truce? For what? The etymology of the word truce: temporary intermission of hostilities mutually agreed upon. What are you agreeing upon if you didn't cause anything? Does that make sense? You're going to move forward. Sorry to that person, but they should have chosen better. We have the devil here. Could be a Capricorn energy. Chariot is a Cancer or Taurus. Y'all help me out. But Six of Swords is also here. And you're moving away from all of this. So it's like you're going to leave us high and dry. You didn't cause this. You didn't cause this. So why are you apologizing for something that you did not cause? Thank you. Chariot's Cancer. Thank you. Why are you apologizing for something that you did not do? Why are they coming towards you if they keep saying that the lies that they were speaking is the truth? So who's telling the truth here? We all know they're not. Because look at the actions, or the type of actions that they're wanting to lead to come towards you. Excuse me. To come towards you here to justify getting out of the situation. Let me drink some water. Hold on. Miss Mary says on YouTube, sounds like they still want the lies to stick. Yeah, I can agree with that. They just want to get out of the lies that they have created. And they know that you're speaking truth, and they know that if you were to oblige or confirm or say, yeah, you know what, okay, yeah, okay, no. Then they feel they'll be able to get out of the situation. What they need to do is they need to get this person some serious help. They do. All jokes aside, they need to get this person some serious help, and they need to do a lot of soul searching in regards to the decisions that they made for this person to be in this very detriment of a mind space here, or mind spell, because they were doing things towards this person's mind as well, to manipulating them and gaslighting them, and they couldn't handle it. That's why I keep saying people have to be careful in regards to what they do, because baby, I'm telling you, gotta be careful what you be doing out here. What it say? Be careful what you do out here. Leave people alone. Leave people alone. Leave them alone. This person is unwell mentally because of the family dynamic, not you. You ran away from this person. You walked away from this person. You disconnected from this person, which means that you don't want anything to do with that. You're not the one that's obsessed. You're not the one checking for them. You're not the one going online and looking them up. You're not doing any of those things. Your search history is clean as a whistle. You ain't checking for nobody but yourself. They put this person in this predicament. They did. That's the absolute truth of it all. They put this person in a predicament. And they want to backtrack to see if you can help them get out of the predicament that they placed that person in. Stay out of that tabanca. Stay out of that bacchanal. Stay out that drama. Stay out of it. I know that may sound cold and callous. Stay out of that. Let them go to the proper authorities to get the assistance that they need. Stay out of that. Because at the end of it all, this did not have to happen in this way. It did not. For whatever reason, they thought that they should have came up against you, do this foolish BS towards you here. Hey, Unique. Hey, Boo. They're learning. And sometimes learning lessons can be a big pill to swallow, depending on the lesson. Especially if you keep getting nudges after nudges after nudges after confirmation after confirmation after sign after sign after sign to stop. Go away. Leave that person alone. You left them well alone and they still kept coming after you. They still wanted to run you down on your back. That's how hateful they were towards you. And they want you to ignore all the hate that they have for you, and they want bygones be bygones. But yet again, the etymology of the word truce, temporary intermission of hostilities mutually agreed upon. You don't have any hostilities towards these individuals. So what truce do you need to be calling, or what truce should you be a part of when you didn't cause this? Like I always say, some people just speak because they have a voice and just can speak whatever. They don't care what they say. They just say it just to say because they feel they have a voice. I'm just going to say what I would say. Okay, allow them to be. Let them be. Let them be. And look what happened when you allowed them to be. They're in a heap of a shit that they can't get out of. Longevity is in reverse. Could be as, what's that? Scorpio, take it how it resonates, is in reverse. Strong Scorpio. You could be the Scorpio or they could be however it resonates. Death is here. Scorpio here as well. Strong Scorpio. Could be the Devil card, which is Capricorn. Chariot is Cancer. Justice is Libra. Judgment is also here. Libra. Strong Libra as well. Strong Scorpio. And we also have Leo as well. They're not seeing the bigger picture because they refuse to see the bigger picture. Yes, this is a part 2. Yes, it's a part 2. Their luck has dried out. Could be a Capricorn, strong Capricorn. Their luck has dried out when you walked away from them. They were only lucky when they were tethered to you. They were only lucky when they were tethered to you. You're not so lucky now. I'm going to say it again. You don't have to like a person. Leave them alone. You see the person, you don't like them? Fine. Stop right there. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Leave that person that you don't like alone. Leave them alone. I don't like that person. Okay, go away. Don't cause harm towards them. No, they want to cause harm towards you and kept doing it and pushing the envelope, and eventually the envelope broke. They have to pay for this, not you. And this is something that they won't be able to handle. I'm telling you right now. This is something they're not going to be able to handle. Continuance is in reverse. What sign is this? A strong Capricorn. Strong Capricorn. It's the third Capricorn sign that came out. Strong Capricorn. However it resonates. Now this family dynamic is in turmoil or disarray because they're trying to figure out how they can get this person safely for some assistance here. And this person, this person is very strong in their conviction here, and they feel like that they won't, it don't look good. Okay, it don't look good. It don't look good. It's a message of warning. It don't look good. Okay, it don't look good. It don't look good. Burden of tears. Because the person that they told to stay away from you couldn't stay away from you. They became so obsessed with you to the point where they exhausted all of themselves from being obsessed over you. Communication is in reverse. Now they praying and I need help and God had to and yeah and message of love is in reverse. They're trying to come towards you for guidance or help of that person because that person wants to be around you, wants to be with you with respect. If that makes sense, they're realizing that them pulling this person away from you was detrimental to this person's mind. Sad. That's the spiritual message. You warned them. You warned them profusely. Stop this foolishness. Yes, you did. You told them to stop and to leave you alone. Yes, you did. You gave spiritual guidance and spiritual warnings to leave you alone. Yes, you did. And they completely override that whole thing and say, okay, I'm going to show you. You're going to tell us to leave you alone. Well, I'm going to show you. Okay. 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 Look who's being shown as the biggest clown of them all. Not you. Not you. Let go and let God. That's what I'm hearing. That's what you may have done. You let it go. You cried about it. You did what you needed to do about it. You wrote in your journal. You screamed. Whatever you needed to do. You did what you needed to do. Your spirit told you, leave it alone, and you did. And they still were gunning for you. This was a karmic relationship. Yes, it was. Years of torment, mental abuse. This family pushed on towards you. Years and years and years of torment. And they thought it was funny. Now one of their own is in the same predicament that they wanted you in, is not funny anymore. Ain't that something? No one's he and ha ha and guffawing and giggling and tittering. Nobody's laughing anymore. They took your warnings as a sign of a joke. They laughed at you when you warned them. Hey, they ain't laughing no more. Now they're looking for solace. They're going to have to sit right there and eat this crow. What it say? What it say? What it say? Huh? Somebody's name could actually be Karma. Like literally, like your birth name could actually be Karma. Literally. And oh baby, whoever real name, actual real first name is Karma, baby. You living up to that, boo. I don't know if you hear them birds chirping in the back. Birds always give warning signs. Yes, they do. Depends on how you perceive it. Birds always give you guidance with warning signs. You were that messenger. You were that bird. You had an aerial point of view. And you told them, hey. Yeah. You know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is one of the biggest tablets that they'll have to swallow, and they're not ready to swallow it. They're very angry because they're not receiving the help that they thought that they would get from you. Again, why would they get help from you? Let them go to the proper authorities to receive the help. You're not this person's help. You're not this person's guidance. You attempted to be, and they completely overthrew the guidance that you were given to them. My goodness. Make it make sense. Could be a friend, however it resonates. However it resonates. It's sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. Because it truly did not have to be this way. It did. Jail is here. However that resonates. A friend may have set you up to go to jail. Like, weird. You are awakened to that. Now they depressed. Hiding something because they can't. Like, my throat keeps cracking up. Like, literally cracking. Like someone is crying, or you know when someone is like filled with tears, like they're welling up with tears, and they just want to. That's how I feel. I want to. Rest is in reverse, and hiding something is upright. Illegal activity, financial failure. Their actions brought forth the consequences. Their actions brought forth the consequences that they never thought they would see the day of light, to, of, from, however it resonates. Thank you for the gifts. Someone's name is Randy. We have Aries. Could be an Aries, however it resonates. Someone's name is Brayland or Breland. B-R-E-L-A-N-D. Brayland, B-R-A-Y-L-A-N-D. Again, take it how it resonates. The names could be, you know, the words could be off a little bit with spelling. Just take it how it resonates, okay? Someone's name is Ricky. Intuitive. You could be a high vibrant Aries that's very intuitive. But not your pet squirrel. You have a pet squirrel named Randy? That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Oh, man. Y'all make my day, the Divine Collective. Y'all do. Y'all make my day. We got Gemini here. So, again, however it resonates. There's a Gemini that's impulsive. Maybe because you're using your intuition, okay? And you're able to blast through what they were trying to hide with the dark energy here. And I really strongly feel like it created a switch within them where they started to decline because you see them for what they are. They were a functional person with a mental instability. Yeah, devil in disguise. They were very functional with their ailment, their mental ailment. And they're very weak because they can't use you, or you don't feel used by them anymore. Yeah, plot and shocking message. They can't plot on you anymore. They can't. So there's, man, they're suffering. Yeah. Like, all jokes aside, they are. That's the truth of it all. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, and I'm not going to hide anything from y'all. This did not have to go this far. It didn't. It didn't have to go this far. They wanted to prove a point, and that's okay. But the point has been proven. And that can be spun in many different ways. But the point has been proven. Wow, there's a secret lover that's standing by and just watching it play out. They're not even saying anything. That's crazy. They got a secret lover that won't help guide them back to health or a good health standpoint of things. And they're just watching this person just kind of dwindle. That makes sense? I thought the grass was green on the other side. Unable to express emotions. Same person who they thought was better than you, nowhere to be found. Ain't that something? Family. Wow. Confused by the secret love. You're not helping. You're not helping. You're not helping us. You're not this. And they be like, why should I help you? And man, oh, heap of a mess. They're in a heap of a mess. Ooh. It don't pay to be negative. It don't pay to be evil. Because if you're going to pay to be evil, that's a hefty price to pay. I don't encourage that at all. I don't encourage others to be evil-spirited and evil-minded. I don't encourage that. I don't. Maybe. Sad. Emotionally exhausted. Hey, Furious. Hey, Elizabeth. I'm going to stop right there with fears. Ooh, Lord, y'all. Y'all gonna come back and tell me the way this, ooh, Lord, y'all. It's sad. This didn't even have to be this way, but you playing with spell work. You praying negative connotations over the collective. You're laughing as the collective is going through a transformation, because things have to be broken down before you're able to refix or to, you know what I mean, to add more into your life. Some things have to be completely broken down to the bottom. Like I've always mentioned, you may have hit rock bottom, but rock bottom have not hit you. You may have hit rock bottom, but rock bottom didn't hit you. Did you start from the beginning again? Yeah. Sometimes it have to be that way. And they laughed as you went through all that. But the difference between you and them is that even though, despite you were at the bottom, rock bottom, and it didn't hit you, they're at rock bottom and it's hitting them. And they don't know how to get out of it. That's the difference between you and them. They're no longer laughing. No longer think it's a joke. No longer want to think things are funny anymore. Now they want to call a truce, a pathetic truce, when you told them to stop. Stay out of that. Stay out of it. Stay out of that. Stay out of it. That have nothing to do with you. Could be a Cancer. Strong Capricorn, strong Scorpio, Libra, Leo, Aries was here, Gemini was here, Leo, Capricorn, Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Leo. Something that my so-called mother would tell me as I was growing up is that one hand can't clap without the other, or one hand can't wash without the other. And they needed that person to tag along or to entangle themselves in their family foolishness here in order to put you in a very compromising position. They all worked together in tandem to do harmful things towards you because they thought that was the right thing to do. And that would never, ever, ever, thank you, that would never, ever be the right thing to do. So now they cook their food. Let them sit right there and eat their salty food. Let them sit right there and eat their crow. Huh. So if that resonates with y'all, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to grab your copy of this book here. It's called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. We're moving forward and we are healing. You tried to help, you tried to heal, they didn't want it. That's okay. Move along. You can't help everybody. You can't heal everybody. That's just, hey, I'm sure if we could do it, we would, but we just can't. That's just what it is. As long as you didn't do anything wrong, you didn't do anything harmful, stay out of that. Stay out of it. All right. So until next time, yes, make sure you buy this book, okay? Buy this book. Buy it. Buy it. It's $25, yeah, but it's gonna change your life. I'm telling you, because I put my hard-earned energy and time and effort into this thing. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. You're truly appreciated. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thank you, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on the next one. And YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.